Astrophysics. Under astrophysics, we shall discuss about what is the apparent and absolute magnitude of a stars. Apparent magnitude of star, according to Hipparchus, it is a value that indicates the amount of radiation received by an observer from a star. Apparent magnitude is always denoted by small m. Small m is the apparent magnitude, is an unit used to measure the apparent luminosity. Larger the value of apparent magnitude of a star, lesser the radiation received from it, or less bright is a star. The scale used to measure the brightness of a star is called a Hipparchus scale. It is a logarithmic measure of the apparent luminosity of a star. The brightest stars were assigned a magnitude of 1 and the faintest with a magnitude of 6. An increase by 1 in the value of magnitude corresponds to a decrease by about 2.5 in apparent luminosity. Hipparchus divided the stars visible to naked eye into 6 classes based on their brightness. Sirius, Vega, Deneba are the first magnitude of the star, which are looking very bright. During the night clear sky, observe here, some stars appear very bright and some stars appear very faint or dull, and remaining stars appear in between bright and dull. According to Hipparchus, all bright stars belongs to first group or first magnitude group, or all faint stars or dull star belongs to a sixth group. The first group stars are 100 times brighter than sixth group stars, and remaining stars are falling in between first and sixth group. Now see here, in case of Hipparchus scale, the eye observes 5 uniform steps of increasing brightness from 6 to first magnitude stars. So our capacity of eye can observe only 5 uniform steps only. The true increase in brightness from 6 to first magnitude, this is R cross R cross R cross R cross R equals to R to the power of 5, where R is the ratio of brightness of a star of one magnitude, a star of the next magnitude. The ratio of brightness of a star, brightness of first to sixth magnitude is 100. Brightness of first magnitude over brightness of sixth magnitude, this ratio equals to R to the power of 5, that is equals to 100, or 2.51 whole to the power of 5. Fifth root of 100 is nothing but 2.51. Brightness of the first magnitude star is a 2.51 times brightness of second magnitude of the star. So this is a ratio. Brightness of the first and third, that is 1:6.31. Brightness of first magnitude and fourth magnitude is 1:15.85. Brightness of first and fifth magnitude is 1:39.82. Brightness of first and sixth, that is 1:100. So in this ratio, the brightness of the stars appear. Now, if Bm and Bn are the brightness of a stars having apparent magnitudes appear m and n. So now consider a Pm is nothing but brightness of a m star, and Bn is nothing but brightness of a n apparent magnitude of a star. Magnitude is a unit of a brightness. Now Bm divided by Bn ratio that is equals 2.51. Power you should write n minus of m. Now taking a log on both sides, here in LHS log of Bm by Bn equals to RHS n minus of m log of 2.51 equals to 0.4. So here log of 2.51 value is 0.4 into n minus of m. N minus of m magnitude equals to difference in magnitude equals to 2.5 log of Bm over the apparent magnitude of sun. Now consider example, one of the magnitude of sun star is a sun and series are minus 26.74. This is apparent magnitude of the sun. Series near to star, this is also white dwarf. So this series magnitude is minus 1.42 respectively. So now what is the ratio of magnitude of these two stars? These sun brightness of sun brightness of series. So until about 0.4 into minus 1.42 minus of 0.4 minus 36.72. Billion means 10 to the power of 9. However, Sirius is intrinsically brighter than the sun and appears less bright only because of its greater distance as compared to the sun. A star magnitude of minus 5 will be 100 times brighter than a star of 0 magnitude. So, in realistically, Sirius is a very brighter than our sun, and our sun is a very brilliant, appear very brilliant over that of Sirius. Absolute magnitude. The apparent magnitude of a star at a standard distance of 10 parsec. At a standard distance of a 10 parsec, we called absolute magnitude. Absolute magnitude depends on the intrinsic brightness and not on distance from the observer. For a star, m apparent magnitude, small m is nothing but apparent magnitude, Bm is the apparent brightness, d is distance of a earth, m it is nothing but absolute magnitude, Bm, m in suffix capital M shows the absolute brightness, capital D distance, standard distance, that is a 10 parsec. From the relation between brightness of a star, two stars, capital M minus of M equals to 2.5 log of Bm over Bm. Call it as equation 1. From inverse square law, Bm is brightness inversely proportional to distance square. So this is for apparent brightness. Apparent brightness is inversely proportional to distance of the earth, small d, and Bm, this is a absolute brightness, is directly proportional to capital D square, means when a star is placed at a 10 parsec. Call it as equation 2. What is the ratio of these two, this one and this two? We'll get Bm by Bm equals to D by D whole square. Call it as equation 2. Now substitute equation 2 in equation 1, means to replace the Bm by Bm as a D by D whole square. What happened? Yeah, 2.5 D by D whole square. So then m minus of m keep as usual in LHS. In RHS, it is in a log complex form. It can be written as 2 into 2.5 means 5 log of D minus of log of D, means log A minus log B, log A by log B can be written as log A minus of log B form. So when D is equals to 10 parsec, substitute here 10 here minus of log D as usual. So in LHS carry as usual, in RHS 5, 10 log is nothing but 1 minus of log D, or multiply the factor 5. So 5 minus of 5 log D. Then m minus of m, now reverse here, means multiply minus here, m minus of m equals to 5 log D minus of 5. M minus of m is called the distance modulus. Capital M is a series, plus 1.5, and m is a sun, plus 5. So his apparent magnitude, absolute magnitude of sun is plus 5, absolute magnitude of Sirius is plus 1.5. So the magnitude in minus, they are look very brilliant color, whereas the magnitude in plus, they are appear dull in color. Visual magnitude or photovisual magnitude and color index. So already we understood about what is the apparent magnitude and absolute magnitude. So remaining is visual magnitude and photovisual magnitude. The magnitude of star as measured by a human eye. Magnitude of stars measured using a halo filter in combination with an orthochromatic emulsion. So let it be MPV. So this is nothing but visual magnitude using the orthochromatic emulsion. Color index of a star is defined as the difference between photographic magnitude and visual or photovisual magnitude. So the difference between the MPV minus of MV we called as the color index. Color index is a positive for red stars than Sirius and negative for blue stars than Sirius. Bolometric magnitude. The stellar magnitudes based on the radiations measured over the entire range of electromagnetic spectrum is called bolometric magnitude, which is denoted by MB, and absolute bolometric magnitude, which is denoted by capital M, capital P. So visual magnitude can access only yellow color wavelength range, but it can't access all electromagnetic range of a wavelength. But bolometric magnitude, it can access or brightness of the stars in over the entire range of electromagnetic spectrum is called a bolometric magnitude. That is the difference between the visual magnitude and bolometric magnitude. Bolometric correction. The difference between visual and bolometric magnitude of a star, that is nothing but bolometric correction. So MB minus of MV. MB is nothing but apparent bolometric magnitude minus of MV apparent visual magnitude, or capital MB minus of MV absolute bolometric magnitude minus of absolute visual magnitude. This difference gives to us what is the bolometric correction. Bolometric correction per sun is minus 0.11. Since bolometric magnitudes are always greater than the visual magnitude, BC is always negative. So MB bolometric magnitude for absolute, and L is the luminosity of star. MB sun absolute bolometric magnitude and L sun luminosity of sun. It can be shown here. What is the relation between here? MB star minus of MB sun, 2 log of L sun divided by L star. Expression for radius of star. Absolute luminosity of a star, that is the measure of a total amount of energy radiated from the surface in 1 second. So how much radiation come out from the star per unit area or unit surface, that is nothing in 1 second is nothing but absolute luminosity. Assuming star like a black body, they obey Stephen's-Boltzmann's law. What is the Stephen's-Boltzmann's law? The energy radiated is directly proportional to fourth power of absolute temperature. So here E, energy radiated, equals to surface area A, sigma is nothing but Stephen's constant, equal T to the power of 4. Or E by S means energy radiated per unit surface equals to L, that is the luminosity. Energy radiated per surface area is nothing but luminosity. L equals to A sigma T to the power of 4 S. S is nothing but sun. Call it as equation. Surface area of the star of radius r. A equals to 4 pi r square. Surface area formula. Now L equals to 4 pi r square sigma Ts to the power of 4. Call it as equation 3. Now simplifying for r equals to, by using this form, equation 3, we reduce the expression to r. R is the radius of the star. L over 4 pi sigma Ts to power of 4. This is the square bracket. This is the square, means 1 by 2. So if you know the luminosity, temperature, can able to find out what is the radius. Once you know the radius, can able to find out what is the volume of the stars or size of the stars. Stellar classification of the stars.